Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel WaterBear Cycles. My name's John. We have here a beautiful 2019 Trek Domane E+ electric road bike. This is a 60 centimeter bike. It's a full carbon OCLV 500 frame. It's a 700C wheel. It's an endurance geometry on the Domane. Endurance geometry is going to give you a little bit more upright riding position and give you some dampening in the frame. So it's a little better for the body on the rougher roads, or if you're going to spend a little bit more time in the saddle. So on endurance geometry and the Domanes, they give you the ISO speed dampening, which is basically some rubber dampeners that are in the seat tube and top tube here, and then also in the head tube. So all that vibration that comes from rougher roads, cobblestones, cracks in the pavement, that kind of stuff, it's going to be all absorbed by the frame before it goes into your body. So that's what your endurance geometry is. It's not a hybrid. It's it's still a race geometry bike, but it just gives you that more upright riding position and stuff built into the frame to make it more comfortable for you. This is a $7,000 price point bike at the retail end. It is in excellent shape. It's never been crashed. It's been professionally tuned and inspected. There's 100% battery health, which is super important when you're buying an e-bike. If you check the battery health, if you're anything below 80%, you definitely don't want to purchase that because these batteries can be expensive. It's got a very reliable Bosch Performance Line motor. It's going to be a 350 watt with a peak power of 575 watt. So very powerful motor. You'll find on a lot of e-bikes, they kind of top out around 20 miles per hour. This is a 28 mile per hour e-bike. So this is going to get up and go. It's got different power mode settings on it. It's got a full digital display. The bike has a built-in LED light on the front of it. So it's got a lot of neat features for the E+ bikes. Again, one thing that is a real good selling point or a purchase point for these bikes on the Domanes is that Trek has made them so they're almost a dual purpose bike. So they are sold as a road bike, but they leave enough tire clearance on the fork and the frame and the rear seat stays and chain stays that you can fit a wider gravel tire. So don't quote me on it. I think you can take up to a 42C on this bike. I'll have the specs for max tire clearance in the listing. But again, you can put a knobby, low tread, knobby gravel tire on this bike and ride it on some light trails and use it as a gravel bike. And you can switch back and forth, obviously. So you can basically have a gravel bike and a road bike in one here with the Domane bikes. So again, 2019 Domane E+, 60 centimeter. So it's going to fit somewhere around 6'1" to probably 6'3.5" range. Is usually good for 60 centimeter. The bike is full factory stock, aside from the specialized power saddle, which was a nice upgrade. This is a one-owner bike, so the original owner upgraded the power saddle. He did take really good care of the bike, kept it clean, kept it tuned. He has replaced the chain and cassette. I think he said that the chain and cassette was done within the last about 1,500 miles. So, and then we professionally cleaned everything for this listing. So again, 2019 Domane E+, 60 centimeter, retail $7,000, battery health 100%. If you read about Bosch motors, you can put a lot of miles on these bikes. I mean, they don't even recommend you replace the battery or any of the motor parts until you hit about 50,000 miles or so. And I have plenty of customers that are riding their bikes, these e-bikes, and they got 30, 40,000 miles on them. So it's not out of the question to put a ton of miles on these bikes without them needing any work other than just chain, cassette, grips, saddle, tires, that kind of stuff. So very reliable bikes. Bosch motors, very reliable. And, it's a disc brake bike. I'm around the other side. There's no major scratches or gouges. There's no excessive wear and tear on the bike. The paint still shines beautifully. It's got different tires on it. So it's got a Continental Grand Prix on the rear, and it's got a Maxxis tire on the front. They have been switched out from the original. So saddle, tires, chain and cassette have all been upgraded or swapped from the original, but everything else is factory stock. And again, this bike tests well, it works well, and it's in great shape. So again, it's going to be on our eBay store, WaterBear Cycles, or you can look up waterbearcycles.com and reach out if you have any questions about it. My name's John. Thanks.